first of all, congratulations for all this. The eclipse seems to be the what everything that everybody's talking about right now. What makes this eclipse so important?
Well, thank you for that question. I think the reason this eclipse is so important is because it's something that doesn't happen every day. And it really is a reminder of how amazing it is to live on planet Earth and to be part of a universe that we know so little about. So when something like this happens, it creates this unifying moment for humanity when we are reminded that we are citizens of planet Earth, all of us together.
Definitely, and there's so many people preparing to be part of this broadcast. What is it like during the preparation? What are you guys doing in order to best cover this event?
It's amazing the amount of logistics that are going into the preparation because the eclipse is going to go through Mexico, the entire North American continent, the United States and Canada. And so they're positioning National Geographic photographers along the route of the eclipse so that we can photograph and comment on what we're seeing, share the event with the people that are going to be around us, and just really get this moment of unity in North America where we're all experiencing this thing together.
For you, how are you preparing for this? What are you hoping happens? How do you, compare this to anything else you've done?
Well, I've only been in one other eclipse, and I have these distant memory as a child of having seen this. But first of all, we all need to be prepared to protect our eyes. And we've heard this many, many times. Please don't look at the sun directly. Don't point your camera or even your iPhone, your phone to the sun directly because you will damage the sensor. So preparation is to buy filters and glasses. But also on the National Geographic side, I'm getting my equipment ready because I'm going to be the last photographer in North America. I'm going to be positioned in Niagara, and I am hoping that I can include the falls and the eclipse all in a single frame. So I'm walking down to National Geographic later this afternoon to pick up some equipment, some filters, a tripod, be ready.
Definitely. Niagara Falls is a beautiful atmosphere as is. With the eclipse, things will be better. Is there a special lens or filter that you're hoping to use that will help you capture everything as beautiful as possible?
Yeah, I think it's a reminder for the photographers out there. I'm going to be using a telephoto lens because, these are planets and stars that are very far away. So, I'm going to be using 100 to 400 lens, and I'm going to be putting an ND, a neutral density filter in front because it's so bright, right? I mean, even if the eclipse is happening and during totality, you can take the filters off, but all the time before and after, you need to protect the lens, and it's just too bright. So a filter is an essential part of it.
For you, what are you doing to prepare for any? Because nature is so unpredictable. Anything that happens that might cause you to change plans a little.
Well, you know that I've only been to Niagara Falls once, and I was on the Canadian side. But I remember that every time the wind picks up, you get showered. So I'm going to be wearing a raincoat, and I hear that in places in the Pacific, no, not in the Pacific Northwest, in the eastern seashore, there's been snow this morning, so it's going to be cold, and people need to be prepared to be out in the elements. It might rain, it might snow, it might be sunny. We don't know.
So how important is it for National Geographic to capture this? Because, like you said, it doesn't happen every single day. Some people aren't going to be able to see it. How important is this event?
I think there's two aspects of it that make it really important. The first one is the psychological aspect, to be witnessing something that is so amazing and out of humanity's control. It really brings this moment of unity at a moment when we need it, right? We are more divided now than ever, and this type of event hopefully reminds us that we are one humanity traveling all together in our little spaceship planet Earth. The second aspect of it is just a reminder that we know so little about our galaxy, about our planet. And this is an incredible opportunity for scientists to study things that are normally not seen. To me, the fascination is, how do people change their behavior? How do animals change their behavior when something like this happens? When you have 4 minutes of nighttime in the middle of the day, what is that going to feel like? And to me, the whole thing is just awesome.
Definitely. Since there's gonna be many photographers, well, there's gonna be a few photographers that National Geographic will have along the path for the eclipse. Uh, how are you, how will your pictures be different from somebody, let's say in Mazatlan, Mexico, where it's gonna start?
Well, I think the National Geographic photographers that are going to be working alongside during the eclipse, some of them specialize in this type of photography. So pay attention to what they're going to be doing because it's going to be way better than me. There's a photographer that's going to be photographing a wedding in Arkansas where hundreds of couples are going to get married during the eclipse. And I think that's going to be really fun. My photographs, I am hoping to include an aspect of the Niagara Falls in my eclipse shot. I'm going to see if that's even possible. So I'm going to be traveling there early so that I can go and study what's going to happen, look at the sky, look at the falls, and kind of like get a sense of what kind of lens am I going to need to do this.
Definitely. Being the last photographer, is there any pressure on you?
I think no, I think the first photographer is going to have a lot of pressure. By the time the eclipse gets to me, I think a lot of people will have already experienced it and seen it. And I just want to be able to tie the ending of the event in North America in a beautiful way that really reminds us of, how amazing it is to live on planet Earth and to be the guardians, the stewards of our planet.
Awesome. Well, I hope the best. I will be watching, so best of luck.
Yeah, enjoy the eclipse and thank you.